give it away to you for free. We work with businesses, helping them with automations. Let me know if you're interested. We get people come back to us. And when they come back to us, that's when we go and build their bot. So we're not doing any work up front. This allows us to get started straight away. And our only goal is to get people on a call so that we can then listen to their problems and then upsell into that business. All right. Let me see if I can pull that up for you.
What is your actual outreach method? How are you scraping leads?
So how we're scraping leads is it's super like old school. So we use Rocket Reach, which is a really good way of pulling leads and finding like decision makers in different businesses. So we don't really have like a set niche. We work with real estate companies. We work with law firms. We work with accountants. We're kind of still in that testing zone where we don't have enough data to say this is the best route to go down, but we know what's working at the moment. We know what clients we have. So we're just kind of exploring whilst also testing other niches at the same time. So
that's the interesting thing about AAA is none of them are new services, but the new twist is that you can integrate AI seamlessly with these no-code API connectors like Make and Zapier. And that is where you get creative. Yeah. And it's kind of like a buzzword that is a lot of business owners are excited about, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. And like at the end of the day, you need to understand what key metrics businesses are looking for, right? So we're a little bit different in we don't just go in and say, we're just going to do your automations and help you with workflows. We actually offer like a landing page service. So we help with the lead generation. We come up with creative ways to generate more leads using, different bots, and whether that's a chat bot or a custom sort of setup bot that I'll run through in a second with you. I'll actually show you how we set that up. I spoke about it in a YouTube video. And then we kind of then upsell from there and go into their sales process. So not only are we helping them generate leads, but we're also helping them manage those leads and actually bring them to conversion. So we're helping them with a conversion rate, and we're also helping them with their acquisition.
Okay, I just want to clarify in chat. Guys, the technical training on how to do everything that we're talking about is our pre-recorded videos in the community right now. They were just posted live 20 minutes ago. So if you specifically just want step-by-step tutorial on how to make a chatbot, on how to make automation that we're talking about, go watch that. This is full. So this is live right now, and we're here to talk to Liam about his agency. The actual training videos are pre-recorded in the course. Go to the announcements tab. You'll see that there. Sorry.
That's right, mate. No worries. So this is like the simple email that we send out. So hi, name. I hope you're well. I'll keep it brief. We help businesses like their business name understand how to best leverage AI and automation systems. We've been significantly improving the volume and conversion of inbound leads by adding AI chatbots armed with your knowledge base to our clients' website homepages. We're offering this as a free service with a 48-hour turnaround, ideal for businesses like yours. And then we just talk about how we train the chatbot on the information on their website. And of course, none of this has been done. This is just an email that just gets sent.
Can you zoom in a little bit? We can't see it.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Is that better?
There we go.
Cool. So the response from this, a guy came back. This was in the real estate niche. So this guy is like property management. So he would work with a lot of B2B. So a lot of tenants, a lot of clients where they're renting out their houses. They're looking to sell their houses with him. And this company's been going for like 20 years. So I looked, they are using the chatbot on their website, but it was kind of them ones where you access it and you have to wait for a member staff to come back to you. So already that was like, all right, I didn't obviously check that before I actually sent this email because it's all automated, but there was obviously opportunity to help this guy. So the conversation went like this. Hi, Liam. Happy to look at this. Cheers, Damien. Super simple. Cool. This is where I was like, all right, well, let's go and build the bot now. I just basically scraped data from his website. Really, really basic. I did it through BotPress. I actually didn't use custom GPT. I'm happy to share that BotPress template with you guys as well. And you can kind of get an idea of how that demo bot looks and you can just copy and paste it. I've got a guide. I'll give that to Brett after. So maybe you can put it in an announcement channel for you guys.
What a nice guy.
Damn, too nice. So thanks for coming back to me. For some context, we have partially loaded content into the bot for you to try, because in my head I was like, I'm not going through this entire website to scrape it. So I'll say partially just to cover my ass if he's like, well, this question didn't work. You can ask questions about your services and details about different articles you have written. If it doesn't know the answer, we can train it. Again, covering myself. Kind of go into more information about what we can do, where we can put it, and then how else we can actually help him with his business as well, and what we actually do. But the whole idea was, if it's something that he wants to explore and he wants to learn more about, we want to jump on a call and see how we can help him. So he came back and he was basically talking about how he asked the bot for his name and it didn't know. So there was a few questions that he didn't get answered. And again, just went back, reaffirmed that it is still in training. The bot wasn't fully updated. It was more so just a conversation starter to see if he was interested in chatting for 10 to 15 minutes. He actually came back and was like, yes, that'd be great. And we have a call scheduled with this guy. So I'm going to be documenting that and putting it on my YouTube channel. I'm going to film everything, show you how I speak to this guy, how I position it, and then ultimately how we lead the conversation into more than just chatbots. But you can see, like, this was all automated. He got the email sent to his inbox. I never knew it even got sent because it just happened automatically. Then he came back and started that conversation. So with emails, I now know if I send out 100 emails and I get one response, then I need to send out 1,000 emails to get 10 responses. So it's just a numbers game. So that is literally the outreach method that is working right now. And I feel like because AI is such a huge buzzword, it catches your attention when it's in the inbox. There's not many people out there offering free AI tools or AI chatbots to these businesses. They're getting hit up all day long with SMMA and content creation and stuff like that. So you can kind of break through the noise a little bit if you just get creative with your subject line. Mine was like open here, free AI tool for you, custom AI tool, that kind of thing. So yeah, that worked out pretty well.
And so you're on you use Rocket Reach to find the emails, and then once it hits your parameters, you set up an automated email sequence, and if they reply, you get notified.
Yeah. So you know how it is. There's no real like wrong or right way of doing the email outreach. There's ways that you have to like warm up your email account, but there's AI tools like Instantly, which let me see if I can link it here for you guys. This will allow you to like warm up your email accounts essentially, and it creates like different emails on different domains so that you don't hit like spam filters. I'm just going to chuck it in the chat.
And again, guys, this is what I mean by this is not a beginner-friendly business model, because you have to already kind of understand how to run an agency to be successful. And I really do apologize, but we do not have an agency course where we're covering all the bases of how to run a successful agency. But what he's saying here with Instantly is that if you're doing cold email outreach, if that's the way you want to get customers, you can't just send out thousands of emails, or else Google will list you as spam and people won't see your emails. And so you need to use a tool called Rocket Reach to get the emails, and then this tool Instantly to warm up your emails so they're made sure that you can see them in their inbox, so you don't get sent to the spam folder and ignored. So you use Rocket Reach to get them, Instantly to warm them up. Then you use his script and test different headlines to try to get people's attention. And then if you get their attention, you try to get them on a call to sell them the chatbot. That is what we just explained.
Exactly. And like the best thing about running an agency, this is something that I always get into conversation about. Are you running an agency or are you trying to be a freelancer? Because if you're a freelancer, then you're going to be doing all of this stuff yourself. But if you're an agency, you actually want to be creating automations for yourself. You're not an automation expert if you're doing everything manually, right? So for us, we put systems in place, and whether that's through manual labor, through a virtual assistant, or different AI tools like Rocket Reach and like Instantly, these things all help us automate our business. And then we are an agency at that point, because we're not, just working on the business all day long. We're not freelancers exchanging time for money. We're working smart. We're getting in front of clients on an automated basis. And then we're focusing on the important stuff, like jumping on the sales calls and then coming up with the creative solutions. So I would always recommend going to Upwork and getting virtual assistants. Like, I live by VAs. It's been the biggest game changer for me over the last 5 years. They helped me scale an e-commerce business from 0 to like 2.6 million in 7 months. And I couldn't have done it without them. The entire team in the Philippines pretty much carried that business, and they charged me like $6 an hour. So I would definitely jump on Upwork if you can, and just give them a really simple brief about what emails you want to scrape and what type of leads you want, what niches you want the leads to be in. Create a really simple spreadsheet, and they will go out. They'll use Rocket Reach. If you give them access to your Rocket Reach account, or you give them access to your Apollo account, which is another platform that's really good for generating leads, they'll go out and do that. So always think about how you can automate those systems. If you're doing manual work, there is always a way to automate that. So something to consider. And I know you've done that a lot in your business, Brett.
Absolutely. There's so many different approaches to getting clients as well. So everyone's got to be kind of custom based on what they think makes sense for them and their understanding in the world. Like whether you make YouTube videos, whether you actually do commenting on social media posts, whether you're doing email, whatever it is. Liam just had experience with email before, and that's how he knows the system works. And so he's going to keep sticking with it. So I want everyone to understand that. There are a few questions I want to clarify in the chat real quick. Do you charge, say you make a chat bot on BotPress for your client, do you have their credit card make the monthly payment?
Yeah, so it depends on the client, right? Like, so we have some clients that we work with where we've charged so much upfront with a setup fee, and then we charge a really high retainer, and then we just take on all the costs for Zapier, BotPress, any other services that they're using, and we kind of just absorb those service costs. Because
how much is that?
So we have clients, I'll run through an example, but these clients in particular, we're managing their landing pages, we're managing their CRM automations, and then Zapier kind of sits in between and like uses the lead gen page that we're creating and then speaks to their CRM and any automations there. So we actually charge a setup fee of 2.5k pound plus VAT. And then anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 per month for a sort of automation management. So with that, it's not just us sitting there twiddling our thumbs. We're constantly thinking of new ways that we can automate their sales process. We're constantly looking at split testing the landing page that we built for them. We are actively, a partner in their business who's looking to always just optimize for that conversion rate for them on that back end. So yeah. But we work with, we're talking about email outreach, but you can also reach out via Instagram. So we've worked with lots of clients through Instagram, specifically creators. So a lot of guys that have have courses and they have YouTube channels, and their main business is selling these courses to people. A lot of the time they have a page where you can go to and you can learn about the course, and you read a wall of text. But they don't have anything sort of smart in terms of collecting leads and actually collecting data for clients. So I want to show you something that I made. Let me share my screen again.
What email provider do you use?
So we just use Google.
You're just going to use Gmail?
Yeah.
Do you track your open rate?
Yeah, we track our open rate. We have like an analytics team who does that. Like, this is another key thing to iterate. Like, I'm not the most technical guy in the world, but we work with people who can answer the questions that I have, and same as my team members, right? So we have an analytics team who will look after sort of the Instantly account and manage that. And then we just oversee it and fill in the scripts that we want to send out.
So Instantly will show you your open rate just through a normal Gmail.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. I didn't know that one. Thank you.
Right, let me load this up. So this tool right here, I know Brett's seen this. I've showed him this before. This is actually funneled and used by
Zoom in.
Zapier.
Zoom in.
Sorry. There you go. Cool. So this is the best online businesses for you to start in 2023. Now, if you come to this page and you fill this in, you are going to get, you can put in your budget, your country, what businesses you find the most interesting. Have you ever made money online before? And then you submit. So most of the time, you're going to go to a creator's page and they're going to offer you access to this newsletter, and you get to join this newsletter and you get sent an email every week or so. And that's about it. The value there is you join the newsletter and you wait. Whereas this, we actually created this tool. I'll show you how we built it, but we created it so that not only does the creator now collect a larger volume of data, they're collecting names, they're collecting what businesses have they tried before, they're collecting countries and budgets, what sort of budgets people have that are on their email list. But we're also connecting this with ChatGPT. So you can see here it says, fill in the below questions, receive your custom list of businesses that suit you. So what we did, we used Zapier to essentially take all the data that's submitted on this form, run it through ChatGPT. We asked ChatGPT, what are the best businesses based on my skills that I have, the money that I have, the budget that I have, and the country that I live in. And then ChatGPT then spits that out into a Google email that is then sent back to this person who's filled in this form. So the person who filled in this form is now 1, and the creator is now using this as a lead gen tool, now collects way more than just an email, and they can actually start to segment